Hello, Princess on a Pillow here. I am here to do a review slash recap with my opinion on 90 Day Fiance, Season 9, Episode 12. It's titled Different Expectations, but I think it should be titled Mind Your Own Damn Business. Now, I'm going to try and make this quick because we have no AC. Me and my sister, we just got back from New York yesterday. Came home to a hot house. No AC. So we are suffering here. So I'm going to try and do this really quickly. First couple is Muhammad and Eve. Muhammad and Eve, they're at a obstacle gym with Theron. Theron is Eve's son. Theron is so cute. He was doing that floss dance. I don't even know how to do it that well. He needs to teach me. He does it very well. But on their way home, back home from the gym, Eve tells Muhammad that the wedding has been pushed back a month because the venue fell through. Muhammad said, "Are you kidding me? I don't really care about a place." And again, I'm on Muhammad's side. Who cares about a damn venue? It's not like a gunshot. It looks like they're still firing off fireworks. I mean, you can get married anywhere. Why do you need a venue? Muhammad said that he can have it. They can have it in the backyard for all he cares. And I agree with him. Eve said no to the backyard idea. Muhammad wants to rush the wedding because he wants to be able to work as soon as possible. And the longer it takes for him to get married, the longer it takes for him to file his paperwork. Plus, he wants to get his green card so he can go back to Egypt to see his mother or his family. So Eve said to Muhammad to be more understanding. She wants him to be more understanding to what she wants. And then she says there are things out of her control because she lost the venue that was out of her control. But you can get married anywhere. It doesn't have to be a damn venue. Eve is full of shite. She's selfish. And here goes my sinus is acting up again. Excuse me. Anyway, she can have a small wedding right now and then have her dream wedding later. I don't know what's wrong with these people. Why they can't just go ahead and do a small wedding now and then do their dream wedding later. So Muhammad tells her that if she does not want to get married, she should let him know now. And Petty Eve said, "Well, if you're going to act like that, maybe I should think about it." She's a petty biatch. So Muhammad told her, "I can start packing my bags now." And then she tells him, "That's rude." Wait, you just told him, "I'm going to think about marrying you," and that's not rude, but him saying he'll pack his bag is rude? Eve is a petty biatch. In the confessional, they're having a confessional together. Muhammad said, "Let's get married at a courthouse so that I can file my paperwork." Eve gets all teary-eyed, fake crying, because she's 48 years old and she wants to wear a white dress down some aisle. Heifer, you're 48 years old. Your dress shouldn't even be white, for one thing. Okay? Let me stop. I'm 55, and if I were to get married again, my dress will be white. Thank you. But I'm not a 90-day girl. I can do it however I want. She's on a time limit. I wouldn't be. Anywho, Muhammad said he did not come to the States to stay home. If she doesn't want to file his paperwork, then why did she bring me here, is what he's saying. Muhammad, she brought you here so that you can babysit her son, Theron. That's why you're here, baby. Eve said, "I don't think he's getting it." She said the wedding is special to her and she waited a lifetime for it. She said all Muhammad cares about is his paperwork getting done. Hey, that's all I would be caring about too. If I'm an immigrant and I come over here and can't work, can't do nothing, I would care about my paperwork getting done too. Screw that. But I've had enough of Eve. I'm so sick of her. The next scene is while Eve is at work, Muhammad rides his bike to a cafe to have coffee with Rafe. He met Rafe at the mosque. So he tells Rafe that he stays home all the time and watch Theron when he's not with his father. When Theron is not with the father, Muhammad stays home and watches him at Eve's house. He tells Rafe that Eve is not helping him to do anything. He tells Rafe that the wedding is the most important thing in Eve's life. He tells Rafe that Eve is selfish, and I agree. He said she is feeding him and he is watching her child. So Muhammad is just spilling his guts to Rafe. He said Eve is always complaining that she is responsible for him. You're damn right you're responsible for him. You filed a visa to get him over here. Hell yeah, you're responsible for him, Eve. What are you complaining about? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. He said that his family in Egypt, he has family in Egypt that he has to take care of. Muhammad said he wants to take care of his mother, and then he starts to cry. And I can feel his pain. I can feel his pain. So Rafe said to the camera that Muhammad did not know what he was getting himself into. And I agree. He did not know what he was getting himself into. But check this out. Muhammad told Rafe if things don't work out with Eve, he will get another sponsor. Oh, shit. Now, if that were to happen, that'd be some good TV. But we know that didn't happen because they're still together because he came to the tell-all with Eve. So I'm pretty sure they're married. But that would have been some good TV if he dumps her and go get himself another sponsor. He seems like he was trying to beg Rafe to, hey, do you have a sister? Do you know you have a friend that can sponsor me? He seemed like he was trying to ask Rafe to do something for him. Anywho, that's the end of Eve and Muhammad. Next up is Thais and Patrick. Patrick meet up with John and some other guy, Wagner, to drink beer. They are back in Dallas now. They're not in Vegas anymore. And they commence to start talking shit about Thais. They can't believe that Thais let Patrick out of the house. They're making fun of Patrick because Thais let him out of the house. And Patrick tells them that she tried to drag him to a chapel in Vegas to marry him. He told them that she hasn't told her father that they're getting married. They're just talking about her. And John is pissed that Thais has not told her father that she's marrying Patrick. Why is he pissed? Why is it his business? He's pissed. He's more pissed than Patrick is. Mind your own business, John. That's why this should be the title of the book. Mind your own damn business. Get your own girl and get your own problems. But Patrick thinks Thais' father likes him. But John don't think that the father likes Patrick. In his confessional, Patrick said, the father does like me. He doesn't hate me. He said the father likes him because he bought him lunch, he bought him some beers, and he got him a Father's Day gift. Well, of course he likes me. I did all of that for him. Of course he likes me. Anyway, Patrick tells them that he is not getting married to Thais until she tells her father. And John is really pissed. He tells Patrick that Thais is giving him gray hairs. John tells Patrick that Thais is giving him gray hairs. And John, he really needs to get a life. Get a life, John. Then the Wagner guy gets camera time and he says that Patrick is going to do whatever Thais says. Well, he should. She's the woman. She's the boss. Let me stop. Mind your own business, Wagner. That's the title that's what I title it. Mind your own business. Yeah? Wagner, where is your girlfriend? Huh? Where is your girlfriend, Wagner? So then John says he's going to talk to Thais. He's going to volunteer himself to talk to Thais. Nobody told him that he needed to talk to Thais. He's just going to volunteer himself to go talk to Thais when he knows Thais don't like him. John is drunk. How you going to volunteer to go talk to her? Thais doesn't need advice from a drunkie. She sure doesn't. And Patrick is drunk also. He said, I will tell the father myself. No, he will not. You will mind your business and keep your mouth shut. That's her daddy. The next scene. We see Thais in the kitchen and she is making a special dinner for Patrick. She hopes he'll forget all about the father thing. So then here comes nosy ass John. He says to her, your father doesn't know that you're getting married? Thais tells him, yes, he doesn't know. John tells her, you can't get married and tell your father. It doesn't make sense. Thais tells him, it makes sense to me. So Thais tries to get rid of John. She tells him that I can't cook and talk to you at the same time. Then he tells her to multitask. And she was like, huh? He says, I'm trying to teach you English. Does that man stay drunk? I say John needs to just go the hell away. Go away, John. So Thais seasoned the chicken. She's making chicken and she seasoned the chicken with mustard and ketchup. And John is questioning that. I do that. I season my chicken with mustard, ketchup, sea salt, black pepper, hot sauce, paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, anything I feel like seasoning that mess with. And I stick it in the oven. And guess what? It's delicioso. Delicious. I don't take it out of the oven until the damn meat is falling off of the bone. And it's tender, juicy, and delicious. John don't know what the hell he's talking about. Get out of here, John, drunkie. We ain't ask you nothing about alcohol. I bet you know all about alcohol. We ain't ask you nothing about that. Leave her chicken alone. But he then takes the pot off the stove. She's cooking the chicken and he takes the pot off the stove. Talking about, oh, you don't want to overcook this. And Thais was like, why do you do that? And she put the chicken right back on the stove. And then he tastes it and he spits it in the trash because he realized the chicken ain't cooked. He's such an ass. He's a drunk ass. He needs to get out of there and leave her alone. Excuse me. Then Tattletale Patrick comes home and they sit down to eat. And Thais asks Patrick, why did you tell John about my father? And Patrick said, because he's my brother. Bull. Wagner ain't your brother and you told him too. You're telling the whole world. Thais basically told Patrick, it's our business, not John's business. But John refused to shut up. John is just talking. He can't read the room. He's just talking. You need to tell your father. You can't get married without telling your father. Blah, blah, blah. Mind your business, damn John. Mind your damn business. Mind your damn business. Mind your business, damn John. Same thing. You know what I'm talking about. Patrick starts to agree with John. And then Thais just decides to leave them alone so they can sit there, talk shit, and agree with each other all night long. So John asked Patrick if he liked the food Thais cooked for him. And Patrick said, yeah, it's okay. See, you see how John is being an asshole to Thais? John said, get the hell out of here. That's love for you. He thinks Patrick is only saying the food is good because he loves. Oh, getting the message. Dismiss it. Because he loves Thais. And Thais is listening at the door. And John is just talking. Then John starts talking about a bachelor party with strippers for Patrick. And Patrick must have seen Thais listening at the door because he said, oh, there's no stripper better looking than Thais. So Thais comes out and she lets John know that she was listening at the door. She heard everything he said. And then John's going to play dumb. Like, what are you talking about? What did I say? I didn't say nothing. Then Thais gets up. She goes to the kitchen and her and John arguing back and forth. Long story short, no bachelor party for Patrick. Thais said in her confessional that if Patrick has a bachelor party, she will K-I-L-L him. I don't know if I can say that word on YouTube. But she said if he has a bachelor party, she will K-I-L-L him. And then go back to Brazil. So then Thais and Patrick, they go into their bedroom and Thais lets Patrick know that her father is her business. So they talk more about the situation, blah, blah, blah. They really know how to beat a dead damn horse. What I say is, Patrick, leave Thais the hell alone. She should tell her father. The right thing to do is for her to tell her father. But that's her father, and her father don't like you. Okay? So that's the end of Thais and Patrick. Next up is Miona and Jabri. I can't stand Jabri. We see Jabri and his grandmother driving. They are going on a hike. In his confessional, Jabri said due to the conversation the night before at dinner, him and Miona are not talking. And I don't blame Miona. I wouldn't be talking to him either, because him and his family jumped up on her and ganged up on her and bullied her, and that wasn't right. Try to intimidate her, that wasn't right. She has no one here, no one to help her, to talk to her, to be on her side. No one. All the damn girl want is a freaking beach wedding, and they acting crazy over that. Anywho, Jabri's an idiot. He said he fell in love with Miona because of her hustle. He said she is not hustling. All she is doing is complaining. How the hell can she hustle if y'all not married and she doesn't have a green card so she can work and hustle and do what she do? How can she do anything when she doesn't have a green card? You taking your sweet time to marry her when you know you have. If you marry her, then she can start getting her hustle on or doing whatever the hell she want to do. You're not doing shit. You're just sitting around pretending like you're stressed out so that everybody can be on your side. You're an idiot. After you marry her, then she can get her hustle on. She can't do shit until you marry her, idiot. But the night before at the dinner table, in front of his entire family, he told her that she was pressuring him to get married. You have to marry her so she can get her hustle on. But you said she was pressuring you to get married. But you know that you have to marry her so that she can get her green card and start working, doing hair, doing makeup, doing whatever she does. So what do you want, Jabri? Do you want to marry her so she can get her hustle on? Or do you want to sit around crying, oh, she's pressuring me to get married. She's pressuring me to get married. What is it? You have to marry her so she can start working and get her hustle on. But instead, you're sitting around belly aching, boo-hooing and crying, talking about she's pressuring you to get married. I don't know what he's an idiot. What the hell? So the grandmother starts in talking about she never see Jabri by himself. Of course not. Why would he be by himself? He has a fiance that he brought from another country to this country, and he's not doing shit. He's not working. He's not doing his music. He's not doing shit. So why shouldn't they be together? What? He's supposed to just go off someplace and leave her in his mom's house all by herself? Of course they're going to be together. He's not doing anything. He's not working. He's not doing shit. Of course they're spending time together. The grandmother needs to get a life. She's talking about she don't get to see Jabri because he's by himself because he's always with Miona. When he marries Miona, he's going to have a job. She's going to have a job. Then they're going to start having babies. How often do you think you're going to see him? Grandmother needs to get a life. And she needs to mind her own damn business. You're going to be mad at me if I say, oh, that's a grandmother. I don't care. She needs to mind her own business. Leave Jabri and Miona alone. He's a grown-ass man in a grown-ass relationship. Get ready to get married. Leave him alone. Talking about he's depressed. He's emotionally depressed. Who gives a damn? Who gives a damn? So they sit on a rock to talk, and she asks him if he's getting married, and he says he doesn't know. But of course he's getting married, and of course he knows he's getting married, and of course he got married. And then the grandmother bashes the relationship between Jabri and Miona. She tells him that she wants him to be in love, and she doesn't see it, and she is worried. First you say he's not around you enough, and now you say you don't see that he's in love. If you're not around him enough, but then how can you see that he's not in love with her? Grandma, you're contradicting yourself. You're contradicting yourself. Leave that boy alone. He tells his grandmother that he loves Miona and he wants her to be the entrepreneur that she was when they met. She can't be an entrepreneur right now. She has no green card. She can't do shit. Her hands are tied until you marry her, Jabri. Then she can start doing her entrepreneurship. Ship, or whatever. You have to marry her first. She has to get her green card. Then she can start doing her thing. I don't think she needs a green card though to get on YouTube, but come on. Come on, Jabri. What are you doing? You want her to hustle. What are you doing? Are you hustling? What are you doing? You're talking about, oh, I can't create. I can't write my music. If you had talent, heifer, I shouldn't call my heifer, but if you had talent, you could write music. Okay? You can write music. I'm confused. He went to Chicago to do his music. Now what is he talking about? You went to Chicago and did your music. How did she prevent? She didn't prevent you from doing that. So how would she prevent you from creating music? I just think he's trying to find a bunch of issues to have with Mayona because his storyline is fake. And he's a bad actor. He said since Mayona got to the States, he has not had time to work on his music. If by working on your music, you mean writing music, creating music, then go off somewhere and do it. Before Mayona got here, were you creating music? I don't think so. Were you writing music? I don't think so. You were sitting around trying to mow your mother's lawn and not knowing how to work a lawnmower. You were running errands for your father and washing his car. You weren't creating music when she wasn't there. You was running around doing crap, doing nothing. You were building a closet from an unnecessary closet for Mayona. What were you doing? You weren't doing shit. You went shopping and bought boots and hats for Mayona. You weren't creating music. Now all of a sudden Mayona is preventing you from creating. You full of shit. I would like to know what Mayona is doing to prevent him from creating music. It seemed to me that Jabri he sucks at making music. So he's using Mayona as the reason for him not creating music. He's blaming Mayona because he has no damn talent to create music. And if you want to make music so badly, go to California. You can't make no music in South Dakota. What the hell is in South Dakota? But prairies. So he told his grandmother that he needs space to create music. You need space to create music? Then go find space and create some damn music. What the hell? You should have thought about that before you brought Mayona to the States. And by the way, that was not the issue you had with her last night. The issue you had with her last night was she was pressuring you to marry. Now, today the next day the issue is she's not giving you space to create your music. Every day is a different reason why Mayona is the problem. Why Mayona is this, Mayona is that. Mayona is pressuring me. Mayona ain't giving me space to create my music. Everything is Mayona's fault. What the fuck? I think he wrote down a bunch of issues for this show, so that every episode he can come up with an issue. What I say you should do is space out the issues. Every other episode I have an issue. Not every episode have an issue. Every other episode have an issue. Jabri, good advice. Take it. So the next scene, Jabri and Mayona are dressed alike and they drive somewhere to get something sweet to eat. And I am so sick and tired of that damn Jabri. So he tells Mayona that his grandmother has concerns for his mental and emotional health. I think he's saying that because he's trying to manipulate her into having a prayer wedding. If she says I'm stressed out, then she'll just go ahead and have a prayer wedding. That's, I think, what his thought process is. But I did hear through the grapevine that they had a prairie wedding. If I was her, I would have not given in. I would have had my beach wedding. Screw that shit. He said that his entire family, they're trying to manipulate her into having this prairie wedding. That's why he's talking about, oh, he's emotionally, and he's just so depressed and so pressured and so stressed. Please, you're an idiot. And he let this slip out. He said, if I am in the studio in LA you have to figure out what you are doing. He said that. So that means he has planned. He's gonna be in LA soon. That's what that means. He said, if I'm in LA creating music, you have to figure out what you're gonna do. Yeah. Their storyline is fake. He's saying that we spend a lot of time together, but I need space to create my music. And his storyline is fake. But she told him that she would give him space, but she still want her goddamn beach wet. She still want her beach wedding. Then he says to her, when have you compromised? He already promised her a beach wedding. So I don't know what the hell he's talking about. So he says, when have you compromised? But let's see, when has she compromised? She compromised by coming to South Dakota. She didn't want to come to South Dakota. She wanted to go to California. But she compromised and went to South Dakota. She's compromising by staying in his parents' house. She don't want to stay in his parents' house, but she's doing it because he claims he ain't got no money, and that's where they have to stay. So she's staying at the parents' house. Giving him space to do his music. She just told you, okay, you want space to do your music? I'm going to give you space to do your music. She's doing all the compromising, Jabiri. What have you compromised? Let me think. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. He has compromised nothing. I can't stand Jabri. That's the end of Jabri and Miona. Next is Biniam and Ari. We see Biniam giving baby Avi a massage. Avi is so freaking cute. Oh my gosh. Oh, such a sweet baby. He's wearing African short set with a headband. He's so cute. So Leandro comes over to go wedding dress shopping with Ari. In his confessional, Benny said Leandro is a nerd. He said that's why Ari chose him to go wedding dress shopping with. And this scene is set up because she said she was going to go wedding dress shopping with the mother, the sister, and Leandro. Only Leandro came over. So this scene is set up. Everybody in the scene right now, they're acting. I'm not saying they didn't act in other scenes, but this scene for sure is an act. So Leandro says hello to baby Avi, and Avi looked at him like, why the hell are you here? He looked at him like, huh? He sure did. In his confessional, Benny said Leandro is spending a lot of time with Ari, and he does not trust Leandro. Ari comes out of the bathroom, and she tells Leandro that she's not going wedding dress shopping because she doesn't feel well. And this intrusive ass arse asks her, when was the last time you had your period? Then Leandro asks them if they have been trying for a baby. Benny told him that he doesn't want to talk about something so private. What the hell is Leandro's problem? Who the hell does he think he is? In his confessional, Benny said Leandro thinks he's a doctor, coming in here asking us all these private, personal questions. It's none of his damn business. Like I said, the title of the book should be Mind Your Own Business. Mind your damn business. Right? So Leandro and Benny goes to get Ari a pregnancy test. On the drive to get the pregnancy test, Leandro asks Benny how many kids would he like to have. Benny said, I like baby. If I had 10, I would be happy. He didn't say he wanted 10 babies. He said, if I had 10, I will be happy. If we have 10, I'll be happy. He's just throwing out a number. He's not committing to that number. He's just throwing out a number. 10, hey, 10 kids, great. Leandro said, I don't think Ari wants 10 babies. He didn't say they were going to have 10 babies. He said, if I had 10 babies, I would be happy. But Benny comes back, I don't think you know her. And Benny basically said when Ari was with Leandro, she didn't want babies with him. But now that she's with him, she wants babies. And Leandro said, yes, but I don't think she wants 10 babies. And we can ask her. He never said she wanted 10 babies. He said if he had 10 babies, he would be happy. That's what he said. If I had $1 million, I'd be happy. I mean, he didn't say he wanted 10 babies. So they get back to the apartment with the pregnancy test. And right away, Leandro wants to cause problems. He asks Ari, how many babies would you like to have? And she said maybe one more. No, she didn't say maybe. She said one more. And Leandro said, I heard many, many more. And Ari asked Benny, how many more? And Benny said 10. He just thrown out a number. I would like to have 10. It's not written in stone that he wants 10. He would like to have 10. If he have 10, he'd be happy. He'd be okay with that. Leandro rubbed it in Benny's face. Only one more. That's what she said. She only said one more. Leandro, go get a life. Where's your girlfriend? Go get a life. If everybody on the show would mind their own business, the couples would be quite all right. Then Ari said to her ex-husband, she said, my ex-husband knows me better than my future husband. Ari, you're an idiot. Of course Leandro knows you better than Benny. You've been with Leandro for 10 years. Benny was just a one-night stand. Why would he know you better than Leandro? Girl. She likes to put Benny down in front of Leandro, and I don't like that. Why would you do that? She claims that he doesn't love her as much as she loves him, but why would somebody love you when you treat them like crap? That's not how you get somebody to love you, Ari, by treating them like crap. Then she goes, I'm just kidding. When she said, oh, my ex-husband knows me better than my fiance. She goes, just kidding. Something else. So Ari takes the pregnancy test, and of course it's negative. This is just something that the producers coughed up for us to keep our interest. That's it. Of course she ain't pregnant. And of course Ari is making it an issue that she wants one more child and Benny wants several more. So Leandro leaves, and both Benny, Avi, and me, we're happy that he's gone. Goodbye. Good riddance. Don't come back. Okay? Next scene, Ari and Benny, they go to a pancake house. They talk about Leandro. Ari told Benny to be friends with Leandro. And Benny says, absolutely not. I ain't being friends with him for what? Why would I be friends with him? And Ari tells Benny that she is extremely happy that she's not pregnant because they don't have enough money for another kid right now. She told Benny that she can't do 10 kids. He told her, yes, you can. Ari starts to name their differences. She said she doesn't get along with his family, and she wants 10 kids, and he doesn't, and he doesn't like Leandro. Well, let me solve the problems for you, Ari. Okay? She's just drudging up things for the camera because what she's saying is ridiculous. Okay, first she says she doesn't get along with his family. Okay. You don't get along with his family? His family's in another country. You don't have to see him. You don't have to talk to them. What the hell? Doesn't matter if you get along with them or not. That's the end of that issue. Next issue, he wants 10 kids. That's unreasonable, and he knows it's unreasonable. He just said if he had 10 kids, he'd be happy. Y'all can compromise and come down and bring that number down to 3 or 4. Okay? He doesn't like Leandro. He doesn't have to like Leandro. Leandro is gone, back to his own country. What the hell he gotta like Leandro for? I just solved all your problems, Ari. You have no problems now. Absolutely none. Okay? Thank you. You're welcome. Goodbye. So Miriam says, okay. And then she says, don't say okay. Let's fix the problem. Ari, there's no problems. I just fixed them for you. Okay? I just fixed your problems. You have no problems. All these 3 issues that you named, I told you how to handle them. Okay? This is a fake-ass storyline. And I've had enough. I've had enough of the bull. That's the end of Ari and Biniam. Next up is Guillermo and Kara. Their segment was very, very short. It always is. Because they have absolutely no issue. They go to a rodeo. They played the national anthem. And Guillermo, he was choked up. He said he felt proud being in the United States. And I understand how we feel. A lot of times when I hear that national anthem, I get choked up too. In the United States, I am proud to be in the United States. There's no place else I'd rather live. So I know how he feels. So they watch the rodeo for a little while. Then they eat hot dogs and nachos. And Guillermo is happy. And then Kara tells Guillermo that she will compromise. And she won't do a big wedding. She won't do a small wedding. She'll do a medium-sized wedding just to make him happy. And he's happy. And that's the end of Guillermo and Kara. Last but not least, Shida and Bilal. Shida, Bilal and the kids are home. Bilal is laying on the bed and he's pouting. Shida said that Bilal is upset. When he's upset, he's quiet and he doesn't look you in the face, and he gives off negative energy. Shida suggests that they go do yoga. So her and the kids and Bilal, they go outside to do yoga. And Bilal is very playful with his kids. And he told her that he felt better. After the yoga, he told her that he felt better. And he started talking. And I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Neither does Shida. So she just cut him off and said, you know what, let's kiss and make up. So they kiss and made up. But in his confessional, Bilal said, love is not blind. He said they argue a lot and they're not ready to walk down the aisle. They're not ready. You're not ready to walk down the aisle, Bilal? But you did do a spiritual ceremony so that she'll be able to live in the house with you, right? Because y'all not supposed to be living together according to y'all religion. But you did a special spiritual ceremony so that that can happen. But you ain't ready to marry her. You're full of shit. Okay? Make it make sense to me, Bilal. Make it make sense to me. Because it doesn't. Next scene. Bilal's ex-wife, Shahida, comes over to the house to grill Shida while Bilal is at work. Shahida tells Shida that she is Bilal's ex-wife and his friend. And she is strict with her kids, and she only wants good people around her kids, and she has baby hair around her forehead from ear to ear. So Shida tells Shahida a little bit about herself. Then Shahida brings up the prenup. Which is none of her damn business. Mind your damn business. That's what the title of the book, the episode should be. Mind your own damn business. So Shahida tells Shida that she basically needs to convince her that she's not a gold digger. Shahida wants Shida to convince her that she's not a gold digger. Excuse me. So Shahida tells her how successful she was at Trinidad, how she owned her own yoga studio. Somebody I watched said, oh, she didn't own that studio, she rented a studio. But she had a little business going where she did yoga classes. So what's the difference? What's the damn difference? Most of these businesses where you go to exercise and get your hair done, that space is rented. So what's the damn business? Hairdressers aren't successful because they rent a space. Yoga people aren't successful because they rent the building that they're doing yoga out of. Most business are rented. They rent out space. So what the hell is the big deal? Oh, that ain't her place. She owned no yoga studio. She rented it and she had her own damn business. Shit, I wish I could do yoga. I'd own my own business too. People always got something stupid to say, I tell you. So, Shida tells her how successful she was in Trinidad, that she owned her own, she had her own yoga studio, is what she said. So she ain't here for no Bilal's money. And Shahida is trying to convince Shida to sign the prenup. I am sweating like crazy. Look at the sweat beads right there. Woo. Okay. And I think, how did she know about the prenup? She claims she's friends with Bilal. Bilal must have told her, hey, go to the house and convince her to sign the prenup. Tell her that you're concerned about the kids. But if he's taking care of his kids and he puts money aside for their college fund and shit like that, when he dies, they get this and they get that. The prenup has nothing to do with that. Shida needs the prenup to say something for her. If she wants her and the kids that they have together to be taken care of, then that's going to happen. But guess what? He brings her over here. If he marries her, he got to take care of her anyway, because he's bringing her over here. So he has to take care of her anyway. So, Shida, don't worry about nothing. Girl, you're taken care of. Yeah, so I think Bilal did call up his ex-wife and tell her to go over there and try to get her to sign the prenup. He's a freaking wimp. So, Shida basically tells Shahida that this has nothing to do with her and it's between her and Bilal. She didn't say those words, but she said it's between me and Bilal. That means mind your damn business, Shida or Shahida. Alright, that's the end of Shida and Bilal. This is the end of my review. I will be back next week with another review. Thank you so much for watching. Princess on a Pillow here. Bye.